Restart that up. Alright, very good. 255. Alright, so it's set at 6. 260 to 265. Oh wait, it's not just feet up, it's also close grip, so Larson. Three sets at 8, 225 to 230. What did we end up going with? Probably 225. Yep. 3 sets at 8. So I have weighted push-up, pull-up, cable tricep extension, and creature curl. Alright, that is looking pretty good then. Let's get it. Let's get it. Pray. So bear with me if we feel a little out of it today, because, yeah, definitely one of those days. Man, I was hoping I could rest in real nice and good light, because we're probably going to play some more Liza P, and I just, I can't afford to not be locked in, you know? I can't be making an embarrassment of myself. Do, 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 do. All right, we're starting to get heavy again. You know, we're on week 3. I mean, really, 260 to 265 for 6 for like feet up close grip would be pretty dang good. So this will be interesting. Bench press is, you know, let's see. I could say coming back, because all we had to do was just like take a week off for the surgery, right? But I mean, really, that does kind of make a difference, you know. Doesn't take much to get, you know, some detraining, especially since that week was like some rough sleep, some real rough sleep. It's not like it was a nice restful like a week off of lifting. Why too, man? I've just been feeling so strong off the chest. Yo, what's up, P? Sub-Zero? I think I'm gonna end up 99%ing Super Mario Odyssey rather than 100%ing it. Oh man, well at that point you're so close. But I feel like it's probably those last ones that are like kind of miserable, you know? It's the last ones that are really, really annoying. So it's like you're so close, but also like I also kind of understand where you're coming from. For sure. It's just how those are designed, you know? Yeah. Let's see here. Good. Alright, 245. Is this the last warm up? Probably. Probably. We'll just. I'll put on 2.5. Warm up just a slight bit heavier. So that we're not having quite as much of a jump on the top set. Then there's Arnikar. There he is. Oh, there's Clovis too. The whole gang is here. At work, have a great workout. Much appreciated. Have a good work day. Watching some playthroughs on YouTube, they were doing movement I didn't even know you could do. Oh no. The movement gods. They're playing a different game than the rest, you know? Good old Thursday. I mean, I can't believe it is Thursday already, though. It's kind of crazy. Alright, baby. Last warm up. I feel like Arnicar is trying to make a. I don't know. What do you mean by that, Arnicar? I think we're gonna take the heavier, just cause. I'm a knucklehead mostly. Five it is. Get this easy workout in before I play an easy game. Oh, you know what? I did not pull up the whole TikTok. Let me think here. Can we get that going before our top set?
It'll be great.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm not so bummed out about Beast of Reincarnation. Because there's actually a lot of good games coming out next month. Yeah. I kind of forgot about, like, last month. Or not last month, next month. There's really a decent bit of stuff coming out. I did see, apparently they're working on fixing some of the pain points with the Beast of Reincarnation, so who knows? Maybe we end up getting it again. Like I said, I'll probably for sure get it when it's on sale, like on a sale, but we'll see if anybody does any, you know, like re-reviews or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, there's like a Crimson Moon, Onimusha. What else was set? Well, I mean, of course, like Aeon 2 is like the very end of September. Might as well just call it October at that point. And some other ones I'm for sure missing. Alright, real talk. Did anybody in the chat play Gears of War back in the day? Because that was for sure a game I remember fondly growing up. I'm curious to see how this new Gears of War will play out. I played Halo like a real boy. Yeah. I played a decent bit of Halo too. Like a real boy. You're sounding like Pinocchio over there. Alright, can we get this thing going? Get the TikTok going before I do this top set? It's already an old game before I got it. Oh, really? I guess I'm exposing my age over here. Alright. Let's get it. Something not working? Oh, we got no sound detect. Surely that's not right. Hello? No, what's that? Oh. So 265 for 6. That means next week maybe we try like a 275 for 6, which would be actually pretty dang amazing. And we will probably resize this set with the side view. Come on. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. For sure, we could probably do 275 next week. Maybe even 280. I don't know why, man. Like I said, I'm just feeling really strong off of the chest. Which, like, in terms of variation, this is probably where, you know, it would feel the worst. Close grip, Larson. Alright. Let's put that in. What are we dropping down to? 2/3. Yeah. Pretty good. And I got the part here down on the floor already. 1.5, and then we'll add on our 2.5. Yo, what's up, Zero? Yeah, we'll see how that goes, you know? Here's a wiki day. I think if you pre-ordered, you were able to get into, like, I think there's a beta that started today, actually. I know that there's an actual open one. Maybe it's next week or the week after. As it gets closer to the launch day. I feel like, didn't they do a remake and it ended up being so bad, though? Man, some of these company developers, it's like, bro, you need to stop with the remakes if you're gonna come out with some slop. Maybe it wasn't Gears of War. Maybe it's something else. We'll see what they can come up with. Bench is going good. Like I said, feeling pretty strong off the chest. Feeling pretty dang good. Which is good, you know, like, obviously before the surgery and before we had to take a week off, we were kind of popping off, and I don't know, we might be able to get back to that pretty quick. Which is always good, because you know we got that 385 goal by the end of the year. Alright, back off time. And yeah, I said at the beginning I did not sleep very good last night, actually, because it was storming so hard last night. Like, the thunder was just, like, so loud. I'm a pretty light sleeper as well. Man, it was like... I got back to sleep, but when my alarm went off, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, man. At least I'm not sleeping badly too. I woke up at 1 a.m., stay up till 4, and pass out again. Yeah, your sleep is all messed up. Sounds like. Unless it was one of those scenarios where I guess maybe you went to bed super early and then like obviously kind of woke up middle of that night. I don't know. Can't tell. Can't tell from the messages. Oh, he went to bed super early. See? Yeah. I typically can't do that because I'll wake up like... I'll end up not getting good sleep because I went to bed so early. But like I said, my sleep schedule is like pretty strict for the most part. Where I go to bed roughly around the same time. So anything outside of that it just doesn't work. Does not work for me. Alright, I've got 2 more back off sets. Two more to do. It's still all rainy outside too. Oops. It has been all rainy. I had some weird dream last night too. I couldn't even tell you, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was like a scary dream, but I mean, kind of. Fitting the mood of the weather, I guess. Oh boy. Alright. Man, this volume. Hello, Bowser. Good day to you. Just a guy. Emote. I like that. Yeah, somebody get Mario. Bowser about to steal Peach. Oh boy. Oh. 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 You guys ready for me to like demolish some more Liza P today? I mean, honestly, game was pretty easy. I don't know if you guys were watching me yesterday. Honestly, not sure if I've played an easier game before. But yeah, I've been liking it so far. It is pretty good game. like I said, I'm kind of surprised that I never that I haven't played it yet. I guess just broke my sarcasm meter. Wow. You'll see. You'll see. I don't think that Lies of P is particularly long either, so it'll be a, especially since how fast I'm just speeding through it. I bet we'll be done by the end of the week. Oh wait, no, we're on Thursday. Maybe not. The beginning of next week. Yeah, that would maybe be stretch. That'd be a stretch. All right, last bench set before we get to move on. Man, it is warm down here. Looks like we're gonna need more caffeine. It's only freaking 12 o'clock. There we go. Oh boy. Man, I didn't think I was this, I don't think I was this freaking tired until I started the workout. Yawn City over here. Alright. I'll probably do weighted push-ups further. Alright. And we're gonna do the red today. Nice and toasty down here. What about everybody else? Anybody you hit any workouts today? You work out today, Arnicar? Today off. Did you have your physical therapy yet? Tennis elbow is annoying you, huh? So I guess, you called it tennis elbow, so I'm assuming that's what they told you, right? Yeah, that would make sense. I've never played. Yep. Unfortunately, that's how it goes, Yeah, that's good to be proud of yourself like that, you know? Like pop request coming out. Alright, you know, if I was a real masochist, I could do like a deficit weighted push-up. But that sounds like really painful, I'll be honest. But that could be a way where it's like once the red plate starts to feel really easy again. Well, I guess not again, but it was starting to get to the point where it's like, all right, I need to find a way to make this harder. I could, you know, drop the weight back, but then do a deficit. You know, scale the weight back, but essentially make it harder, increase the range of motion. Good stretch at the bottom. Might actually full size this on the side view. You deserve cake. Well, you go ahead and get yourself some cake, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Get yourself cake. Alright, we did push up. Yeah, I think we'll just max out the side view cam. Probably like the better angle for this anyways. Let me mess around with this. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the swing of maybe swapping some angles around and doing some things so that I can better use, you know, some of the content that's already filmed because, you know, obviously via the live streaming. Well, let's scoot it back a smidge more. Alright, we're getting ready to do some weighted push-ups with the 55. Of course, I will be down on the ground for a few sets, but yeah, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Obviously, this is tough to see me speaking because I swapped the views here until we get down here. All right. Oh. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy freaking Thursday. I don't know about you guys, but it's nice and rainy right now. Taking the energy away from me a little bit, you know? It's all dreary out. Is it for you as well, Zero? Man, it was storming hard last night. I wish, but don't wish that, yeah. It was some rough sleep. Alright. I need like I don't know though. I don't know how a weight vest would feel. Because I feel like the way that, a lot of the weight is distributed, it's almost like kind of, well, I don't know. I guess I've never really used a weight vest. I don't know if the vest or like the weight is more so on the bottom half of the vest or the top. It might put you in like a scenario where you're like wanting to really arch the low back. Ooh, not as many reps that set. We'll hang out here. One more set. Oops. Well, I guess we were going to get up anyways. Ooh. I could swap out my slippers. I don't need them anymore. I would just put those things on. I really need to check for, since I've been keeping them down here, I need to check for like spiders, because there are some spideys down here on occasion. Alright, we'll go back to our normal view. Got a few sets of some content. Like I said, you guys might just like the side view better whenever I'm doing stuff like push-ups where I'm down on the ground. Try out some new things, Man, it is very warm down here, actually. I'm surprised, because, like, obviously it's kind of rainy, and therefore it's, like, it's not, like, super warm outside, but it is. The basement is usually what's, pretty cold down here. And I am cooking up. I have a car insurance payment. Thank you for the message. Thank you for the reminder. this last set. Ugh. No, ma. Yeah, sure. All right. Beware. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna blow my nose. All right, I lied. I realized I had to also use the restroom, so we did that. All right, bam. Let's get some pull-ups in and then a little bit of arms. And then, like I said, the rest of the day is pretty free, so we'll get back on some Liza P grind. Ooh. I just can't wait to like maybe get some new weapons and stuff. Cause I mean, well, I played for like 2.5 hours, and I guess I got some weapons, but they're like not the archetype that I was really wanting, you know. It's not like what I'm kind of like building towards. Alright, let's see here. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like, so I guess I'm not that disappointed about Beast of Reincarnation. I think Mortal Shell comes out at the end of the month, which, I mean, there was like obviously an open beta, open play test. Pretty good reception. No surprise. There's gonna be, you know, most likely no surprises with that one. Then some other, like Crimson Moon, I think is like kind of cool, kind of unique. And then Onimusha. Unfortunately, Phantom Blade Zero got pushed back because it was supposed to be September. Now I'm pretty sure it's October. And that October timeline is going to be rough for us because, you know, the Aeon Grind starts September 30th. I don't know, man. We might have to block off the schedule. When you are your own boss, you know. Sorry, guys. I'm taking the day off. Alright, we got one more pull upset here before we crank out a little bit of arms. A little bit of arms to end this out. Do. I'm trying to multitask a bit here. But yeah, I mean, heck, if I finish Lies of P early, we might be able to do another playthrough before, like, even any of the ones that I mentioned come out. So we'll see. Like, I do need to play the Final Fantasy VII, like, Part 2 remake. I started a playthrough, like, a while ago on the PlayStation, but then my brother, like, just ended up buying a bundle that had all of them. I'm like, well, I guess I'll probably just, you know, I might as well just, like, start over, because then I can stream it too, you know. Nice and easily. Alright. Arm time. Quick little arm blaster. Move this over. Hopefully it doesn't get caught. It's kind of getting caught. Okay. My apologies. Motion blur. Motion sickness. It's a
decent angle.
Decent could be better though. And we will do a little bit of that. How about like, and for you, we'll probably just go full. I will leave this. And then we haven't really been needing a ton of weight on this. As a matter of fact, the angle is not spectacular. We could raise it a smidge. And try not to trip over this. We'll do our right first. Very good, very good. Oh, Zero hit us with another peck pop a few minutes ago, huh? Do, 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 do. Man, the cable tricep extension. I'm so glad I'm able to get in some of these things finally. Well, I mean, it's pretty much like a, kind of like a Bowflex machine. This thing has been quite nice for getting in some stuff that I wasn't able to before. What is wrong with my... feeder button? Was that 2 or 3 sets? I might have lost track of how many sets I've done. 2? Okay, cool. My dude. Alright, let's have some tries before we do some buys. Alright. We've been doing dumbbell. We'll probably grab the 20. The jams are jamming today, though. Bringing me to life where the caffeine did not. Guys, I can't. I'm gonna keep saying this, and I don't want to wish it and like wish for time to pass. I think that's the one thing that I've realized is like, you know, you get in those like kind of mentalities where you're like, oh, I can't wait, I can't wait for this, and then it's like, I guess you're not really appreciating the moment in between now and then quite as much. But I cannot wait for Aeon 2 to come out. I cannot wait. That MMO itch is real. I've actually been playing some BDO off stream because they actually came out with a really good like hyper boost that gives you actually decent gear. Yeah, I've been playing that off stream. There's so much stuff that I don't know about BDO, and it's such like a game where it's like, if you do something wrong, you could like really brick. You could really brick, you know, or make a big mistake. And so it's like ones where I know I'm gonna be having to look up a bunch of stuff. You know, I haven't really, I try not to stream those things, right? It seems like it's more like you're kind of off doing something else. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, we got the chatters going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fuzzy Lump Cat, thank you for the raid. Whoa, what is going on? Thank you for the follows as well, guys. Super duper appreciate you, you guys coming from a raid and then just like instantly following. That is just awesome. Alright, let's see here. Hello, welcome in Baby Bat, Rick the Wavy, Green Monster, Fuzzy Lump, Beastin, JMC, oh good lord, all the people. The M&M colors? M&M colors. Well, what are the three options, you know? What are like the classic M&M colors even? Blue is one of them. Red. Yeah, there's like a ton of different colors, right? This in the standard mix. We gotta marry the blue though, because like blue is just the best color. You know? F red and then like, I mean, we're just killing brown because like that, you know, that's just the worst. We're gonna end out on the TikTok live as well. Get that off and just chill with the Twitch. Blue is just best though. All right, let me get a little shout out going here. One man army. I will say welcome in, guys. My little elevator pitch is just welcome in all things fitness, specifically, you know, like powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related topics. Since I am like a sports chiropractor, air quotes, you know, whatever that means to you guys. Basically, I just focus more on like the rehab and movement side of things versus like the very traditional chiropractic of like, you know, adjust people, send them on their way, see you again next week type mentality. And then some occasional game streams as well when I have the time. Those are a little bit more spontaneous. Shout out. Fuzzy Lump Cat. Go ahead and give him a follow as well. And then also, what do we have here? Another fitness and health streamer. And then it looks like they might do a little bit of gaming too. So, very cool. Make sure to give them a follow. Welcome in, guys. Blue is just the best M&M, though, for sure. All Alright, we are about ready to start our next exercise. Alright, we'll lock in again. We're actually towards the end of the workout. I don't know if it's ever happened to you or if you guys have been into somebody who's streaming where it's like they get rated just as they're about to end as well. And it's like, oh man, like you appreciate it, but then it's like, what do I do now? But we still got a little bit in us left. So how was the workout today? I'm assuming you're maybe doing a fitness and health stream, not a game stream. What'd we work out today? Oh, my first camp froze. It's all good now. Alright, good. Thank you for letting me know. I'll probably close out some crap that I shouldn't have open anyways. Move this over since we're spending more time over there. Yeah, how was the workout? Did I update my numbers for today? What we ended up hitting? A push day today, very good. Is it usually like a push-pull leg split or? Alright, so we did 265, then we did, I think we went ahead and went with 230, and then everything else, we don't really put the weights on. Perfect. Larson, CJ is just close grip. Larson is like that kind of feet up bench press. So, you know, feet up, Larson. Not everybody knows what Larson is. It's just basically a feet off of the floor bench press. Push-pull leg. She also separates her glute and quad focus leg days. Okay. Now does that mean, okay, so push-pull legs with the glute focus, push-pull, and then quad focus? Or does she do push-pull in 2 leg days? Working out, I mean, let's see, what am I at currently? I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Even working out 5 days, you know, that feels... It's tough once you start getting into the working out 6 to 7 days a week. It can be a lot. I appreciate my rest days. It's funny because like I'll have clients where it's like they have like begun their fitness journey and you know obviously they're like really in love with it and they're like super motivated and inspired and they like work out every day and I'm like, man, there's gonna be a day where you're gonna love those rest days and it's not like you're forcing yourself to rest. Is this Fuzzy's usual, like, I guess, end time, you know? Or is this kind of whenever she can get it in? I feel like I always mention it, but there's like there's quite a few like the fitness and health streamers that I've had really good interactions with, but we all like stream like roughly at the same time. It's like, ah, man. I wish I could do it earlier or later, you know, just to help, you know, be able to raid, you know, all that jazz. Usually around this time too. There's a lot of us around this time. Yeah. I think we'll resize this a little bit. Probably gonna be chatting up at the front a little bit more. We got one more bicep set. I'll probably do a little bit of forearm. Make sure to make the forearm nice and happy. Also, we hit our 330 follower goal too, so that's awesome. Thanks to you guys. What a W raid. Do they have a nice home setup, or do they stream from a gym facility? Ugh. Let's see. We got the 20 at the gym. Very nice. Yeah, of course, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat, as always, too. Of course. Alright, we'll set up for a little bit of forearm stuff. Kind of like some rehab. Or a pesky little elbow. Swap the angle around a bit. Alright. Pesky elbow. So Cairo Broski, hello, hello. How we doing today? I don't know about you guys or where you're from, but man, it is like all rainy and dreary today. And last night it was like storming like crazy. It was so loud. I slept like crap. You strengthen my forearms and wrists? Yep. Yeah, I'll typically just do like a dumbbell, you know, wrist flexion extension. Kind of depends. Sometimes I'll mix it up with like some isometrics. Or, you know, of course, just like standard concentric. What do I want to do for today, though? We'll probably do we will do 2 sets concentric, the last set iso for like a pretty good hold. I just typically will do like, we'll do our flexion set. Obviously a little bit more on the boring side, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do that. How often do they, how often does Fuzzy stream some game streams? If they still do. It is a rest day, unfortunately. Take advantage of that, you know? The rest and recovery is just as important. It's 98. Oof. Oh, and then Cali, yeah. Yeah, it was like the thunder was just so loud last night. And I'm a pretty light sleeper, so it was just, oh. My alarm went off and I was like, hell nah. Please, no. They're more sprinkle it in versus the gymming. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am too. It's a lot easier for me to like really adhere to like the workout stream schedule, and the gaming ones are just, you know, pretty spontaneous when I can. Was it Apex? Got an Apex gamer. The extension is probably going to be harder. It always is for me. And 20 pounds with concentric, it might be. We'll see how this goes. Apex and she's doing 5 push-ups every day. Oh no. Hopefully she's good. That's an easy way to accrue a lot of push-ups. Ooh. Ooh. Need to get you doing that too, Baby Bat. Are you also do you also do some streaming? You'll let me know, and we will for sure get a shout out to, I mean, anybody in the chat that also does some fitness and health. All right, there it is. You heard it here, guys. Baby Bat. Give them a follow as well. Absolutely. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I actually started up some live P yesterday, so I'd say for me on the gaming streams, it's pretty much a variety, but I kind of always end up levitating to doing playthroughs like that. So we'll do Lies of P. I've done First Berserker Kazan. Sheesh, what else? Wu Chang, Wukong. Of course, some other ones too, but Metaphor, but ones that are kind of in that genre, I always seem to levitate to. They're always kind of easy to stream, I think, you know. It's good content. All right, last set ISO. We're gonna try to give it some pretty good holds here. I say first and foremost, I am an MMO Andy, but the problem is there's no real good new MMOs to play. I am looking forward to Aeon 2. I think previously, obviously we played Throne and Liberty. Before Throne was Lost Ark. But I've just been kind of on my single player arc. And then, some gacha / mobile here and there. Some slot gaming when there's not really a ton going on. Come on, baby, come on. Ooh. Ooh. It is a 20. A whole 20-pounder. Nice and even. All right, let's see here. Pretty much cleaned up for the most part. Yeah, so the plan is, let's see. I am going to, before I say that, let me check. I am going to transition to a game stream. That being said, I had to move my stuff to upstairs on my actual gaming PC, so there's always a little bit of delay. If anybody's just interested in the fitness and health, check out, right now I think Midnight Mushroom's also streaming. He's really good. Otherwise, I'm not necessarily gonna raid because we're just gonna get restarted in about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you guys want to hang out for some gaming, just I guess stay on the page. We'll be back live very, very shortly. Otherwise, fitness and health. Go check out Midnight Mushroom. But we're gonna play some Lies of P. Game is honestly just so easy. Can't lie. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it's 1:15, very good. Pretty good pace on the workout. Yeah, generally my workout streams, they're probably right around an hour and a half-ish. Unless I'm really yapping. I like to make sure to chat, do a little talking. But still at the end of the day, we're down here to get a good workout in. And that's also just what I would expect out of you guys. So it's get it around the same time too, yeah. some people can do a really good job of like really drawing out their workout, streams, but I don't know. For me, it's like I would want others to be working hard, so like I am going to, first and foremost make sure I'm working hard. All right, guys. That will be it for the workout stream. So, yeah, thanks for popping in and hanging out for the workout stream. Again, thanks to the raid, the new follows, and all the chats from the raid. Much appreciated. Any ending thoughts here? Bench press has still been feeling pretty good. Of course, we got some new viewers. So I had a nasal surgery like about a month ago. I had to not lift for that week. And then, I wanted to really make sure I was easing into it. Because I only wanted to have the surgery once, right? But before the surgery, we ended on a pretty, high note. And I think I'm able to really pick that back up. At least it seems so far. Yeah, today was a pretty good session. Pretty good workout stream as always. So yeah, super duper appreciate that. I will end things out, get things set up, and then yeah, we're just gonna continue our Lies of P playthrough, for a few hours. See if we can find any good bosses to beat. So thanks for popping in and hanging out. And I will see you guys very shortly. And like I said, if you want to go fitness and health, check out Midnight Mushroom. And I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace.